So here's a list in no particular order, well, kind of separated into categories, of stuff that I use all the time. Vegan foods, vegan products, just kind of tried and true stuff. Most of this we've used for years. I'm not going to talk about, it's not going to be like tomatoes, rice, chickpeas, it's not going to be that boring. Or the stuff that I talk about so often on this channel, right? Like Silk unsweetened soy milk or the protein plus pasta. Anyway, dairy category. I have quite a few things here. The first one is Ripple half and half. Now this is pretty new to me, I would say, in terms of using it regularly. This is by far my favorite coffee creamer. So definitely a good boring candidate, I think, because usually coffee creamer, we think of all the non-dairy Silk, caramel, mocha, whatever flavors that are just absolutely disgusting to me. I think they're all horrible, and even the ones that I think are okay at first, eventually they just start to gross me out. I used to use the Nut Pods, I think one that's unsweetened but has some like vanilla flavor. I hate it now. It's so foul to me. This is fantastic. It is so similar to half and half. It has that sort of flavor without being like a cow milk sort of flavor. It adds a richness to the coffee that most of the other creamers just do not. This does have a good amount of fat in it, 2 tablespoons, 4 grams of fat, 40 calories. Partner will like randomly try some of my coffee and he's like, oh my God, it's so rich. It's so thick. I think it's delicious. It is, like I said, by far my favorite coffee creamer. I have been drinking this now for a couple months, I think. I am using nothing else. Before that, I would use the Trader Joe's unsweetened, which is okay, but again, it just does not compare to this stuff. And I find that it's often on sale, at least recently. Every time I've got it like $2 cheaper. So like $4, I think. Not super cheap, but I don't use a whole lot, so lasts me a while. Another new one, very new, is the Babybel Plant-Based cheese. Now, this has been around for a little bit, maybe 2 years now, a year and a half, and I was not a fan when I originally tried it, and even now eating it on its own is just not tasty to me at all. A patron did say they think that the recipe was changed, that it does taste better now. On its own, again, I think it's not good. But in a salad with Italian dressing, just like cubed, cut up into little pieces in a salad, so delicious. It adds that perfect amount of like mild, tangy cheesiness, kind of like a feta or something. Oh, worth the extra 50 calories. And they are fun to unwrap. I don't love the waste, per little tiny wheel of cheese. And they come wrapped in plastic too. So there's the little waxy green part, and then there's also plastic around that. It's kind of annoying. Miyoko's liquid, what do you call this? Pourable plant milk mozzarella. I usually just call this liquid cheese. Sounds delicious. We use this for pizza, of course, which is the intention. But my favorite thing for this, and really I would say the thing that is not complete without this, is baked ziti. This poured over top, I don't mix it in, I just pour it over the top and then bake it. It's so good. It adds, again, that perfect amount of tang and just really mild cheesiness. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of cheese in the first place, but I always did like mozzarella, Munster, those types of flavors. And yeah, it's just perfect. So I think I said everything on this list is like currently in my fridge or in my pantry. This is, I think, the one exception. Kite Hill Greek yogurt, the unsweetened. They have a unsweetened and then an unsweetened vanilla. I usually just get the unsweetened because I use it in both sweet and savory. I don't currently have that because I just used up the rest of it yesterday to make popsicles. Actually, it's great in homemade like fruit healthy popsicles. I do have this one, which is Kite Hill, but this is the almond milk. Absolute trash. Almond milk yogurt is the most foul thing. It tastes like chapstick to me. I don't know. It's disgusting, but my kids like it, and this was on sale. And even the Greek unsweetened is not good on its own. Like, I don't just eat that. I put it in stuff. Like I said, popsicles. I use it in baked goods. I use it in smoothies. So when it's on sale, I will pick some up. I think it is now, right now, for like $4.99. A 16, what is it, 16? Yeah, 16 ounce container for $4.99. Usually it's like $7 or $8. Not the cheapest thing. But yeah, it's really good to have for a little bit of extra moisture in baked stuff, a little bit of extra protein. And finally, for dairy, of course, Miyoko's butter. I feel like I haven't mentioned Miyoko's butter in a long time, but this is still my tried and true. This is the best vegan butter. The Violife is okay. It's cheaper. It's fine. The Trader Joe's, no, tried that one time. No, thank you. The Miyoko's is the best in terms of flavor, definitely. So whenever I'm making something that uses a lot of butter, like I'm going to be making some cupcakes for a birthday here pretty soon, this is what I'll be using. And not just that either, their oat milk butter we pretty much always have in the fridge. This is the spreadable stuff, so for waffles, toast, whatever. Also quite a bit less saturated fat in this one too, so that's nice. And this is often on sale, like $1 or $2 cheaper. Oh, I forgot one. This is another new one, not really because it's the same sauce that's in their pasta boxes, the macaroni and cheese boxes, but this is just the sauce. It comes with 3 packs, I think. And yeah, again, like, you know, individual stuff, not my favorite thing, but it is so nice to have when I just don't want to make a cheese sauce, a healthier cheese sauce, or a not healthier, a homemade cheese sauce using the shreds or whatever. Super, super helpful because, well, 2 of my kids don't really like cheese, but my oldest one does. All I have to do is warm this up a little bit in the microwave and they can put it on their broccoli. I like it too. It's yummy. It has a Kraft mac and cheese sort of thing. It doesn't taste like that, but it has that like super processed, like nostalgic kind of feeling for me. It's one of those things you eat it and you're like, this is not good, but I love it. And another dairy one, I forgot, I put in the wrong section. Of course, the Violife Parmesan. This one I probably do mention a lot, at least when I do shorts, but whatever. It's fantastic. It's so good. Spaghetti is not complete without this grated on top. The baked ziti I talked about earlier, I love to grate it on top in the last few minutes and then bake it some more. I make pesto pasta where I use the Trader Joe's kale cashew pesto, whatever it's called. Blend that up with some cashews and a little bit of salt and like an ounce of this. Delicious. There was a while where they didn't have it at Fred Meyer and it was so sad. It was like 2 or 3 months. I was so sad. So yeah, if they stopped making this, if they stopped selling this, I would be very sad. Oh my God, another milk, another dairy. God damn it. Trader Joe's unsweetened soy milk, organic, whatever. Again, this is kind of the best price for something like this. It's just water and soybeans. I know I often talk shit on these sorts of products that aren't fortified with calcium or anything, but they're very, very good for baking, right? Especially if you're doing something savory. The unsweetened silk that I love has a flavor. It has some sort of marshmallowy, vanilla-y flavor. You cannot use it in savory stuff. I mean, you can, but it's gross. I always have several of these in the pantry for when there's like this, I should make that, although it's hot. There's this like spicy sausage soup thing I make, and I pour a little bit of this in to give it a little bit of creaminess. Oh man, it's so good. Mock meats. Now, most of these I'm not going to be holding up because they're frozen. I'm just not going to do that to myself, but MorningStar Farms veggie dogs. These are relatively new. I think we've only been eating these for a few months now. It's the first time we saw them in stores was a few months ago, and they're very good. Better than the Light Life we used to eat. Better, definitely better than the Simple Truth. We only tried those once. They were so ultra salty, just not good. Yeah, these are really delicious. They're frozen. You just cook them like you would regular hot dogs, right? Put them in a pot of boiling water for a few minutes. That's it. Gardein ground beef. This is something we've been eating forever, 4 years. Another one, if they got rid of, I would be so sad because this is really the only ground beef type thing that my kids like. I've tried to make my own and do like TVP and they notice immediately and are very upset. So yeah, we love the Gardein. I use it for tacos. I use it for, again, baked ziti. Basically anything that calls for ground beef. This is what I use. Another Gardein product, the Ultimate line, their Ultimate Meatballs. These are great because they do not have fennel. Most of the vegan meatball things do, and it's just disgusting to me, even if I'm not going to eat them, just smelling it. So foul. And this is the one brand that everybody likes. I like the Trader Joe's. They did change them. They're a little bit different, but they're still good, but like no one else likes them. So I get these. They're really, really good. The one thing is they are super, super fatty. They have a lot of coconut oil. I wish they toned down the coconut oil a little bit, but they're yummy. Super, super savory. Some of you may remember the IKEA ones, which I think they do sell, but every time we've been to IKEA, they do not have them. During my last pregnancy, I think, maybe it was my second pregnancy, I would just cook the whole bag in a pan and eat them straight out of the pan. Here's one that is not frozen, and we always have this in the fridge. Tofurkey deli slices. Talk about a boring vegan mock meat. They've been around forever. Tofurkey is actually local to Oregon. I think they're in Eugene. It's just so yummy, especially these, the peppered. My oldest kid really likes these. This is basically why we buy them, because they are kind of expensive, so I don't eat them normally. They are on sale right now, which is rare. They are usually not. Usually they're $4.49 for 15 slices. A serving is 5 slices, so 3 servings. $4.49. They're on sale right now, I think, for $3.99. But yeah, my oldest loves these in a sandwich with some, sliced cheese. We usually use the Violife and some mayo. They're just good. There was some video of some YouTuber trying these and said they taste like Lysol or chemical cleaner, some sort of cleaner. No, man, they're so good. MorningStar Farms Steakhouse style burgers. This is not really a newer thing because they're essentially the same as their Meat Lovers burgers, just repackaged. They're a little bit different. Maybe they are a little bit fattier and have a little less protein, but they taste almost exactly the same. They cook up basically exactly the same, super, super dense texture that I love. Yeah, we have these basically every single week. Another MorningStar Farms or Incognito, whatever it is, it's still MorningStar Farm. The tenders, and both of them we like, the Incognito and the regular, nuggets. My middle child really prefers the nuggets, maybe my youngest as well. But yeah, I buy both of those. Again, it's just a nice, easy, convenient little protein filling thing to have. I really like it in salads, honestly. I like it chopped up in a salad. This is not a mock meat, but a protein thing. Trader Joe's Super Firm Tofu. This is the cheapest super firm tofu I've found. I've been buying this forever. I prefer the texture of the extra firm. I like cooking it in a pan or baking it and having that, softness in the middle. This is just firm all the way through. It's like the same texture all the way through. But I also like this, just having something different. Again, I really like it in salads. I just used the rest of what I cooked up for my salad yesterday, so I'll probably cook this up today. Just in oil in a pan with salt and pepper. That's it. It's such a simple, quick, excellent source of protein. It's so healthy. Now I have a little snacks section, and to start, we have the Trader Joe's Crunchy Curls, the lentil potato snack thing. Every time I try them, I'm like, they're not that good. And then I try it, I'm like, God damn, yes, they are. Why are they good? They actually kind of taste like lentil. They should not be good, but they are. We basically always have this in the pantry for snacks. Another chip type thing, we basically always have Hippeas, the white cheddar and the nacho. The sriracha is actually spicy. And then this year and that last year, they had a limited edition Mexican street corn. Really good. My oldest loves that one. And also a sweet one, a cinnamon churro. That one is weird. It just doesn't really go well with the beanie kind of chickpea flavor. Yeah, it's a little weird. Now for a while, these were really bad. I don't know what happened. They were having batch issues, and we've had issues, honestly, with Hippeas a lot. You get a bag and they're all just stale, or I don't know, not properly cooked or something. I haven't had that in a while though. But yeah, for several months, they were just not good. They did not taste right. But for the last few months or so, it's oh yeah, that's Hippeas. Yeah, I thought I liked these. And I like that they have the larger bag now. They have it at Grocery Outlet, much more affordable. And the last snack thing that we always have in the pantry, Larabars. Of course, these are just a nice little dessert thing that's fairly healthy. It's mainly dates and nuts. Of course, we get the chocolatey ones, which are a little less healthy, but those are my kids' favorite. My oldest does like the lemon ones too, the lemon bars. These are the ones we basically always have. The chocolate chip cookie dough, the double chocolate truffle, I think it's called. And I usually wait until they have a good sale, be a couple dollars off of the larger box, the 18 bars. Yeah, not bad. And now condiments, sauces type things. The first one, better than bouillon. I know I've mentioned this before, but I think it's been a while. This I've been using forever, like more than a decade, I think. This is the no chicken base. I also use the vegetable. They also have a no beef one, but that one to me is just so similar to the vegetable. I just don't really notice a difference. But the chicken one is noticeably different from the vegetable. And so yeah, I love this for like a chicken noodle soup type thing. I mean, it's bouillon, right? It just adds so much flavor to soups. I'll even use this sometimes in like a stir fry or a curry. I already mentioned mayo, and specifically Vegenaise, the follow your heart Vegenaise, which I think just went up in price. It's like $12 now. It's a little bit ridiculous. You can get the, is it Hellman's that has a vegan one, which is fine, but it's just not as good. My partner was like, no. I never really liked mayo. I did like potato salad and I liked deviled eggs, but that was basically it. I would never just put mayonnaise on a sandwich. That was disgusting to me. I love this stuff. Mayo and Tofurkey slices and a little bit of like Violife cheddar cheese and tomato and a bunch of romaine leaves on a sandwich. Oh man, so good. Trader Joe's tomato basil marinara. This this is honestly the most important thing to me. I think if they stopped selling this, it would be so bad for us because this is the only good store-bought marinara. Every other kind is too sweet or too tart or just foul. We have, is it a Simple Truth or a Kroger, like no sugar added one? It's not right. Like it tastes like there is something wrong with it. I bought 2 of them and I still have one in the pantry. I just can't bring myself to use it because it is so nasty. When I use the other one, like no one would eat the spaghetti I made. And I don't blame them. It was wrong. Yeah, this is just the perfect amount of sweet and tart to me. It's so good and reasonably priced. And here's just some other stuff. I didn't know where to put this. Peanut powder. Right now I have the PB Fit one, but whatever is cheapest and ideally doesn't have any sugar. It's just peanut flour. I love this for smoothies. I made a smoothie this morning and I put this in it along with my Vega Made Simple, which they changed the packaging. Oh, I hate it. It's like typical protein powder for men kind of packaging. It's so hideous. Anyway, this stuff is delicious. It's just so good. I don't normally make just like peanut butter with it, right? Where you just add a little bit of water. It's fine to do that and dip apples in it or whatever, but I would just rather have regular peanut butter, you know, much better mouthfeel. But it's great for smoothies, a little bit of extra protein, so much peanut buttery flavor. It's also great for making little peanut butter sandwich cookies. My oldest loves it. I'll take 2 of the Belvita breakfast cookies and then put this in the center. What I do is I mix up this with a little bit of water and then some regular peanut butter, and it makes it really, really thick. And yeah, I don't know. My kid loves it. 2 cereals, Kashi Cinnamon Harvest. This is for me. I mean, my 2 younger kids like it too, but I am obsessed with it. It's so good. All it is wheat, you know, the wheat biscuit things with some sugar and cinnamon, but it is like the perfect amount of sweet, the perfect amount of cinnamon. It's so yummy, and it's like a relatively healthy thing, you know, fiber, protein from the soy milk I put in it for when I'm like busy, I need to go to work and I don't have time to make a salad or something. I just want to put something in a bowl and eat it really, really fast. This is what I turn to. I'd be lying if I said there weren't days when I have 2 of these. Breakfast and lunch, cinnamon cereal. The other cereal, also Kashi, the Kashi Go peanut butter crunch, whatever, the protein cereal. We've been eating that forever. My middle child really loves it. My younger too. My middle child loves it with frozen blueberries, frozen wild blueberries on top, and some soy milk, of course. Finally, a couple things I love to have in the pantry and in the freezer for when there's just not a whole lot of time. I want to get something on the table quickly, or, you know, again, it's like a lunch thing. I need to get right back to work, so I'll make this really quick. So the first one is the Amy's roasted vegetable pizza. We've been eating that forever. It is by far the best frozen pizza, in my opinion. The crust is really delicious and fluffy. It's not gluten-free, and the toppings, the sauce, the marinara is really good. There's so much roasted onion on there that gives it this really delicious sweetness. I'm not a big pizza eater. I won't eat basically any other pizza. It's just not worth the calories, but that that I will eat every single time. It's so good. And then the other one I know I've mentioned a bunch of times, Progresso Soup, the tomato basil, because sometimes I just really crave tomato and grilled cheese. Usually when I'm sick, which is sad because my throat often hurts, and eating really acidic tomato soup when your throat hurts, do not recommend. The lentil soup, the garden vegetable, I often mix those. And also they have a newer one. I think it's Mediterranean lentil. That one's really good too. And now that I'm remembering, the Trader Joe's lentil is really good. I tried that in a recent taste test video. I haven't bought that again because I still have a bunch of Progresso soups, but yeah, I will probably get that as a replacement for the lentil and garden vegetables. But yeah, having canned soups in the pantry is really nice. I wish they were still $1 each on sale like they used to be. Now they're like $2 each on sale. Oh, it's so hot. But yeah, that's it. That's all the stuff. Bunch of tried and true vegan products, just stuff we love and use all the time that are kind of boring, I guess, not particularly special. There's no like, I don't know, like a juicy marbles or something, right? Where it's like a whole cut of something that's supposed to imitate meat, right? Like the Gardein beef crumbles, they don't taste like beef. And that's fine. That's not what I'm using them for. You know what I mean? It's just your typical TVP, flavored TVP. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this. I would love to know your favorite boring / tried and true kind of vegan products, the stuff you would be so sad if they stopped making them. And please do like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And of course, thank you so much to everyone who supports the channel, all of my members here on YouTube and my patrons at patreon.com/unnaturalvegan. I do post 2 exclusive videos a month for tier 2 members and patrons. I do a vlog and then I do a controversial topic. I just posted the controversial for June. It's yeah, pretty controversial. Anyway, thank you guys. New video soon.